Brethren and visiting guests, thank you so much for coming up this evening. I am still Eric Bean, Worshipful Master at Morton Lodge here in Richmond. As with all great and honorable things, let's please stand and rise and say an awful prayer to the
Great architect of the universe, we again come before you in thanks that we are able to join together this evening and support education and those who build our community and make it a better and stronger place each and every single day. We ask that you watch over us and guide us as we go about our business this evening, and we ask that you watch over us and put your healing hands on those who need it. Help us get safely back to our homes this evening. In your name we pray. Amen.
No motivate.
Please remain standing as we say the Pledge of Allegiance to our nation and our state's flags. I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state under God, one indivisible.
Thank you. And welcome to our beautiful lodge. I'm typically short on words, but what I want to do is I want to say thank you to all the brothers who have worked so hard to put this on. The brothers collectively have worked well over 400 hours to bring you this evening. The Masons in and around the state and the nation primarily support scholarships and other things throughout the community. And we continue to do that tradition here at Morton. We have a well-versed history of doing that. This lodge, just a quick little history, has been chartered since 1851. We've been in this particular building since 1913 through various fires and so forth. Some of our records from the 1800s were destroyed, but we do have a lot of records going back to the 1913 and a little bit prior to that as well. Afterwards, if you have any questions or things you want to know about, feel free to take a walk through the lodge. The lodge is open. There's nothing secret we're going to say here. With that being said, Brother Senior Deacon, if you would like to assemble your committee and start the program.
David Byrne, Mark Grant. Thank you, Worshipful Master. Guys, as Worshipful Master Dean said, we want to definitely thank you all for joining us here today. It is a great occasion to celebrate. And I am so excited that you all are here for all the hard work that you have done and all that you're going to do. Really appreciate that. I like to start off with a poem that I learned a long time ago, way back in my old church. And it goes like this. It says, "Great it is to dream the dream when you stand as you by the starry stream. But a greater thing is to fight life through and say at the end, the dream is true." For you all tonight, you already have accomplished this one dream that you have, and that's graduating. And now, I'm sure you have even bigger and better dreams and accomplishments that you're going to do. But tonight, we're here to celebrate what you have done so far, and also to you all as well, the honorees. We're here to celebrate the great work you've done in the schools and in the community as well. So with that, I would like to introduce our committee members. I have Brother Mark Grant here, and Brother David Byrne, past master. All right, so we'll get started. So first, what we want to do is honor our scholarship recipients. And in fact, we had 3 this year, recipients this year. One is tonight is her graduation. Her name is Cassandra Fuentes. She's not here tonight. She's a graduate from Foster High School. She plans to go to WCJC, Morton County Junior College, then transfer to U of A Sugar Land to study education. So we have a good teacher coming down the pipeline for all you teachers out there. So she's good. But she's celebrating tonight. Our first recipient for our scholarship tonight is Miss Emily Whitniven. Did I say it correctly? Whitniven. I tried so hard. And I missed it by that much. So let me tell you a little bit about Emily. Emily's a member of the FCCLA, which is the Family, Career, and Community Leaders of America. She's also a member of the National Honor Society. She's played the French horn in her concert band. She's also a baton twirler, where she's the head twirler, and she's on 2 teams outside of the school. She has earned over 140 hours of community service and is graduating with her service card. She enjoys spending time with her friends and being in the outdoors, fishing and hunting with her parents, which is right up a lot of our alley. We love fishing and hunting. She plans to attend Tarleton State University and study health information management. Her future plans is to work in the medical field in the business management area. I'd like to congratulate Emily. Would you step on? So Emily is receiving the on that. I placed it on you. And this is a nice little bag that goes with that. And also, she's receiving the plaque right here as well. And it's basically to honor her for what she has done and accomplished in the schools on here as well. Also with that, we have a jingle in here. So she's receiving a $2,000 scholarship from Morton Lodge tonight. So congratulations. Up next, we have Mr. Sebastian T. Barker. Did I get that right? All right. Sebastian, just as Emily is all, they're all members of Negro High School. Should I say were students at Negro High School?
As of tomorrow.
As of tomorrow, okay. All right. Sebastian is a member of the Mighty Blue Jay Band, where he's a trumpet section leader, and he's a member of the National Honor Society as well. He also taught elementary faith during his freshman and sophomore years. He is an Eagle Scout with his local troop, and he enjoys tinkering and restoring machines, and he's very passionate about engineering. He plans to study at the University of Texas at San Antonio and study mechanical engineering. His future plans is to continue his passion in engineering. Sebastian, could you step on down? And congratulations for receiving the This is the Lamar Medal. And also a plaque for you to commemorate your achievement, and a little jingle for you as well. Sebastian's also receiving a $2,000 scholarship from Morton Lodge as well. So as I said, and this is for you all awardees, so I want to try to take a listen to this. On behalf of the Scholarship Committee of Morton Lodge number 72 of Richmond, Texas, I want to congratulate each of you on this monumental achievement. Awardees take pride in the fact that you are a graduate of an esteemed education program. Each of you have ascertained a base education that will serve as a solid foundation for future educational opportunities. This very moment is pivotal for the rest of your life. Recognize this fact and understand that your life's course must and will change. Leverage the potential that you have been afforded by your family, your friends, and the public institution in which you represent this evening. As you progress in life, reflect upon those contributions and make appropriate adjustments based on the results of your decisions and your actions. Your decisions will now have even more significant consequences, both positive and negative. If you live honorably and with a high esteem of character, you will have a wholesome life. You have a responsibility to yourself, your family, and future generations to make positive contributions to society. You will not always be happy, but happy is a subjective term. Ralph Waldo Emerson once was quoted as saying, "The purpose of life is not to be happy. It is to be useful, to be honorable, to be compassionate, to have it make some difference that you have lived and lived well." Expect excellence from others, but more especially yourself. This far exceeds being perfect, as there is no such thing in the human context. Aim beyond your target. As such, if you fail to reach your target, you will have exceeded where you otherwise thought you would have yielded. Michelangelo was quoted as saying, "The greater danger for most of us lies not in setting our aim too high and failing short, but in setting our aim too low and achieving the mark." As stated previously, self-awareness and taking the time to reflect upon past experiences is a measure of success and will yield positive results. It will be these types of successes that will elevate you above mediocrity. Time will begin to accelerate. Your future experiences will be your teacher in this lesson. Do receive the following words and truly consider them. Afford your friends and your family the time that they require. It is this type of time that you will rejoice upon as you reflect back on your life. The greatest joy for a man or woman should not be in material wealth and riches, but in the God-given gift of friends and family, and the unmistakable fact that he or she led an honorable life. In closing, do know this: the Masonic body of Texas and the Brethren of Morton Lodge number 72 are proud of each of you and your families. We look forward to witnessing each of you becoming the person you have the high potential of becoming. Over the course of your life journey of continuous improvement, you will be chipping away at the superfluous parts of your previous self and become more a smooth ashlar to serve as a cornerstone for righteousness, purity, and high esteem. I strongly encourage you to proactively make a positive, lasting, and significant difference in the world among all mankind. Reach high, far, and wide for what you desire to achieve, and commit yourself to always, always, always strive for excellence. And remember, in all of your accomplishments, always live well. Thank you. Now, as we have students, we also have great teachers. We have one who stood out, and we want to recognize her tonight. I turn it over to David Burke.
Mrs. Lee, on behalf of Morton Lodge number 72, the committee and I offer sincere appreciation for your continued investments in the young people of our community. These children are tomorrow's leaders. Teachers in every form, for every subject, are an integral part of the human experience and set forth the societal culture. On many occasions, if not most, society recognizes our scholastic achievers and our athletes. Not often enough does society recognize the teachers who inspired the genesis of these successes, the people who turned on the light and offered a generous helping of hope. Without teachers, no other profession would be able to exist or flourish. Teachers are the guardians and, fortunately for some, offer a temporary but frequent refuge to a student from a situation that many at large would consider unimaginable. Students are most affected by the quality of their teachers. Quality of a teacher is defined by the quality of the interaction between the student and the teacher. According to a study performed in 2016 titled Global Survey of Educator Effectiveness, the top 5 qualities of a great teacher, according to the students, are as follows. 1. The ability to develop relationships with their students. A student benefits when they have a personal connection with a leader in a safe, positive, productive environment. As a band director, you see your students more often than any other teacher on the campus, maybe the exception of the PE coaches. And that happens for 3 years. Those relationships develop. 2. A teacher with a disposition of kindness, patience, and who generally cares for the student is the second highest ranked attribute. A teacher leader who is sensitive to student differences, especially in a learning environment, enhances student development. 3. A teacher with knowledge of the diversity of the learners. All students are unique in their cognitive, social, and emotional development. A teacher that understands the pace and capacity of each student differentiates him or herself from others. 4. A dedication to teaching. Students recognize a teacher's passion and commitment to teaching. This positivity is contagious. They see it when we're there for sectionals before or after school and on every Saturday. 5. Engagement through motivation. Teachers differentiate themselves when they engage their students by perspectives within and outside of school. Texas Masons relate to these qualities. Our Masonic practices are based on faith, hope, and charity. Masons, like teachers, do what we do not for professional reward or recognition, but because of our hope for a better tomorrow. We aim to leave the woodpile higher than we found it. Our better tomorrow will be led by our students of today, inspired by the greatest servant leaders of our society, our teachers. I would like to provide a perspective and a historical account of public education in the great state of Texas and the influence that Texas Freemasonry has had on it. Every year, Texas Masons dedicate their time and resources to the betterment of society for education, students and teachers alike. We recognize personal achievements in academics, citizenship, and community service. In fact, since 2010, the Masons of Texas have offered over $16 million in scholarships to many thousands of high school seniors and honorariums to educators. This year, that number is estimated at $2.4 million. Mirmu Bonaparte Lamar, a Freemason and a member of Morton Lodge No. 6 in Galveston, Texas, was a warrior for the Republic of Texas and a visionary for states' rights and public education. A descendant of French Huguenots who fled Europe to escape persecution, Lamar developed a keen craving for individual freedoms and a passionate distrust of expanding federal powers. In his home state of Georgia, Lamar briefly attended private academies, but he soon became rebellious against the routine of formal schooling and pursued a lifelong quest for coursework and self-education. He became an insatiable reader, gifted public speaker, writer, artist, a student of ancient history, and a knowledgeable in the liberal arts and sciences. Soon after the fall of the Alamo, Lamar joined the Texas Army as a private and was later commissioned as a colonel on the battlefield, where he was assigned to cavalry to command during the Battle of San Jacinto. On December 19, 1838, Lamar was inaugurated as the second president of the Republic of Texas. He distinguished himself as the father of Texas education for his support of a public school system. In his first public address to Congress, Lamar declared, quote, "If we desire to establish a Republican government upon a broad and permanent basis, it will become our duty to adopt a comprehensive and well-regulated system of mental and moral culture," end quote. He proposed the setting aside of public plans for the creation of a permanent endowment to support public education, whereupon Congress supported primary public schools and 2 colleges, the University of Texas and Texas A&M University, which would a century later be replaced as superior universities by the University of Houston. But they were there first, so they get the recognition. While these acts were important in the establishment of public education in Texas, the lasting impact was in the creation of of a permanent endowment for the support of public education and the provisions for teacher certifications, both of which are alive and well today. Furthermore, Texas was the first state to give state aid to education. The School Lands Act of Texas continues to provide for the permanent endowment and support for common education in Texas and supplements the property tax dedicated to the Texas public school system. The link between education and Texas Freemasons did not, however, begin with Lamar. 3 centuries ago, in England, Masonic lodges were built in 2-story buildings, much like many lodges in towns and cities throughout our great state, like this one, with the local pub occupying the bottom floor and the lodge being on the top floor. When Masonry was brought to the United States and to Texas, an effort was made to not only help the community, but also attempt to separate Masonry from the idea of excessive drinking. To that end, lodges continued to build 2-story buildings themselves, but instead of a pub on the ground floor, they opened schools, employing and paying the salaries of teachers. This trend continued until the state began to hire and certify teachers. Know this, the Masonic bodies of Texas are proud that you represent one of the greatest establishments in our great state. We stand beside you and your family as you extend heavenly blessings upon our young people. Our children have a higher probability of achieving greatness because of the investment that you continue to bestow upon them. Before I finish, I'd like to have William come help me present a Lamar Medal to Miss Lee. Miss Lee, if you will please come forward. William is one of Miss Lee's students who did a fantastic job at the spring concert on Tuesday. There's your handy storage device. There's also a certificate involved with this, but our secretary is out of town and not getting it prepared in time, and we'll get to it. And Morton Lodge has found it in its coffers to present to you a $1,000 honorarium for this season, preferably in your name.
That is so nice.
Once again, thank you for making a difference among mankind. The motto of the University of Texas is as follows, and I always mess this up, so forgive me. Disciplina Presidium Civitatis, which means the cultivated mind is the guardian genius of democracy. Thank you for being the guardians of our great society and dealing hope to our young people. I close with my favorite quote as an educator. Teachers will live forever because they never know where their influence belongs.
Thank you once again, Brother Burns, for that. And now, we're to recognize our community builder. Each year, Morton Masonic Lodge recognizes an outstanding individual or organization who has distinguished themselves through their service to the community, to the local, state, or national government, to their church, or synagogue, or to humanity. This award is for those who have never been initiated into Masonry, but have followed the same precepts, ideals, and standards that have been established for Masonic behavior. The award is not necessarily for the obvious leaders of the community, those in the limelight, but for the person that year in and year out, quietly and without fanfare, shows their devotion to their community and its residents without the expectation of awards and honors. These individuals are found in service clubs, in the public school systems, religious activities, public office, military, or patriotic organizations, and all sorts of volunteer work. They are everywhere we look, but often do not notice. This year, Morton Masonic Lodge would like to recognize a distinguished individual who has demonstrated these qualities and so much more, dedicating herself to enriching and improving the lives of others, especially in the area of mental health through counseling. Mrs. Mark, is a licensed professional counselor with a heart and passion for providing the best quality of services to individuals dealing with mental health issues. She received her Master's of Arts in Counseling from Prairie View A&M University. That's my alma mater. In which she focused her studies in counseling, education, and school counseling. Her compassion for adolescents is rooted from 27 years of experience and understanding in school counseling and working with youth mental health. She has made a positive impact on the lives of a great number of students, teachers, parents, and other adults in the Lamar Consolidated School District as a counselor and in her private counseling practice. Her clinical goal is to provide an inviting and safe space for clients to work through the process of overcoming and managing mental health challenges. Her therapeutic focus is grounded in cognitive behavioral therapy and solution-focused treatment interventions. She has found that when using these interventions, individuals have the ability to overcome and understand their unhealthy or dysfunctional thought processes, all while rediscovering the resiliency that was once there. She works with infants, toddlers, children, adults. I'll point to myself and say seniors. All right. Her specialties include grief and childhood grief as well, loss, ADD, ADHD, anger management, stress, and PTSD. On behalf of Morton Lodge number 72, it is my honor to present the 2022 Community Build Award to Mrs. Rhonda Marr. And we also have a plaque in honor of Miss Martin. No, that's not the plaque. That's the what do you call that thing?
An obelisk.
Obelisk. Yeah. No. This is the plaque right here. All right. And we have this super storage thingy, as Brother Brian called it, right here for you as well. Congratulations, Ms. And I do want to hear from you also, Ms. Mark, if you mind sharing just a few words and also introduce some of your guests.
Certainly. Good
You
evening.
can put it down.
Oh, okay. Good evening to everyone. This is truly an honor. I want to thank the Morton Lodge 72 for acknowledging and this recognition that they have bestowed upon me. I also would like to thank my family that's here today to share in this honor with me, my husband and my closest friends and my daughter, one of my kids. And so mental health and serving is a passion for me. It's something that I've done for many, many years, and to educate our youth. And I also want to thank you, Mr. Vance, because he's been called upon in our school community a lot. And every time I've reached out to his beautiful family and to him, they've always come to serve and to help. So I want to thank you for allowing him to do that, and thank you for participating as well. Mental health is real. You know, it's something that we've been through some challenging times, and I think that we have to be able to work through those processes, and with the help of counseling, with the help of mental health care, I think that a lot of people can overcome a lot of those challenges. And so what I would like everybody to do, check in on your loved ones. You know, just because aesthetically they look like they're okay, sometimes they may not be. And so just doing that check-in to make sure that everybody's well and just asking them how they're doing is something that means a whole lot. And I thank you again for this honor, and I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Mrs. Lee, I'd like you to share a few words.
My name is Beth Lee. My family's comes to my mom and my dad. It's something that makes my heart very happy to be able to provide an outlet for kids to be able to express themselves in ways that they're not really able to express themselves like on a day-to-day basis. School is fun for me, and I just really, I really appreciate this. It's an honor to receive an award, and thank you everybody. Thank you so much.
And Sebastian and Emily, you want to come up together on that side? Now, we'll tell y'all something that I didn't catch. I think Brother Burt may have caught it.
I catch everything.
Because, yeah, you know, something about band students and music is really, both of our recipients were in a band or played instruments. And we happen to have our teacher, who's band instructor director, and David Burt. It's just something about that band that I'm noticing. And William, I can tell you, he loves band. Every day, sometimes I have to plug my ears because he's just playing instruments. So it's something about the day, but I want this y'all's turn. Go ahead. Sebastian, you can go first.
This is a really great honor. It's close up there with the Eagle Scout ceremony. This is really, this whole environment is like really cool. It's like something that you don't see every day, and all of the Mason traditions and all that. It just feels like a big honor, and I want to thank all of you for this. It's really cool, and I honestly am speechless.
Yeah, thank y'all. This is really cool to see, like, even hear, like, everything that y'all do. This is my mom right there. Thanks, Mom. Go band,
Yeah, that's my mom. I owe a lot of my success in life to her. She's pushed me harder than I want to be pushed, but it's definitely it's worth it. It's definitely worth it.
Well, the Lamar medal that all of our recipients are receiving, Brother Burton touched on who Maryview Lamar is. The Lamar medal and what it is described on the back of your program and why we do it as well. As far as it goes, this concludes our awards night ceremony for tonight. I would like to now turn it back over to you, Sebastian.
Thank you very much. Program well done. Thank you, honorable guests. One thing I want to note before we close out, tonight you've received the largest scholarship awards that we have given out in recent history here. Congratulations on that, and thank you again to the brothers here for working hard. This is what this is all about. This is why we do what we do. So thanks again. And before we go ahead and disband this evening, I would like to invite everybody in the audience up here so we can grab a picture. So thank you again for coming. Congratulations.